Well, good morning, everybody. Actually, it's afternoon here today. Today, we're not cooking. Today, we're going to have a little chat. I just wanted to kind of update everybody on where things are at, how I'm doing. I know people have been concerned because obviously, I've been going through some stuff the last couple years. I will post a link at the top here for just more of an in-depth explanation. I did a video called Rising from the Ashes, and I will post that up here. You can catch that, and that'll fill you in if you're not aware of all the things that that I've been dealing with personally over the past couple years. It's we've all had a rough couple years, in my opinion, even if nothing specifically traumatic transpired in your life or your family, other than just everything we're going through as a society. And I think we need to look at that. I think we don't want to underestimate the impact that these past few years and all that has that has entailed have affected us. And please take care of yourself. In the past, I'm a mom of 9 kids. We've been married 38 years. We've had financial setbacks. We've had health crises. And if you have 9 kids, you're just bound to have ups and downs, challenges along the way. And we've been through some really tough things over the years. We've lost a baby. We had a stillbirth. We, gone through some really hard things. And they've been painful and they've been difficult, but nothing ever impacted me mentally, emotionally, and physically the way these past couple years have. It actually quite shocked me and surprised me, the things that I went through. I just want to say that I feel like I am finally starting to feel more like myself again. I knew I would, and I maybe would have handled this season like I did every other painful season. Life went on, we were busy, we had stuff to do. This time, when my mom died, that's when I actually, feel like I crashed emotionally. And then I fell a month and a half later. That and losing my job has been a forced period of solitude and isolation. I couldn't run from it. I couldn't just get busy, and I couldn't just get caught up in life again. I had to face some of the things all the things that I was feeling and going through. And I'm glad I did. And I, maybe even to some people's discomfort, was pretty honest about what I was feeling and thinking and going through. And I'm glad I did that too. I feel like I will come out of this whole and healed. I'll also be coming out of this changed. I am not the person I was before this started. There are things in me that have been affected deeply. There are things that have become clear to me through all this, and I just am not the same person I was. I'm not a people pleaser. I won't be bullied. I won't apologize for the things that I feel, think, believe, and stand for. I don't force them on anybody else, but I will not be swayed. I've had to make hard choices, and I've lost friendships, and I've lost my job. There's been a lot of loss. And yet through it all, things have become much clearer for me. The challenge is to not become bitter or hard or negative. I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be that person. I do not want to spend the rest of my days living like that. But I also am not looking through rose-colored glasses, and I'm being honest with myself about where things stand in certain situations. So that's been good. It's been hard, but it's been good. So I just want to let you know I'm doing okay. I'm doing better. In fact, the two things that became quite a part of my life during all this, and I'm not proud of it, but it is what it is, was drinking wine, which I've always drank, but it became, out of balance, way more than was necessary or healthy for me. I have not quit drinking wine, but have cut way back, and I have, at least at that point, I didn't care if I became an alcoholic. I really didn't care. If it meant I didn't have to feel, or I could at least feel some happiness, then it was pretty much worth the price of that at that point in my mind. Because I didn't have the strength to fight it. I really didn't. But, so I have cut way back. My goal is not to stop drinking wine completely. My goal is to, my questions to myself are, how often and how much? And those are the two things that I need to look at. And when I think of it, I think of Paul in the scriptures. He says, all things are lawful. Not all things are necessary. Not all things are wise. And I won't be mastered by any. So for me, that's the plumb line. Am I controlling it, or is it controlling me? Because that's where the rubber meets the road, and that requires honesty and brutal honesty. So I'm still wrestling with that, to be honest. I have good days, I have bad days, but I'm doing better. I quit vaping about a week and a half ago. I mean, I knew that these things were going to have to probably go if I wanted to be healthy, if I wanted to be whole. It's got nothing to do with approval, acceptance, anything like that. For me, it's about being healthy and whole. And I know neither one of those things were good for my health in the amounts and quantity and everything that I was involved with them. So that's why they were paramount to me. It isn't that they went against the rules or any of that stuff, because I that's not where I even go anymore. It was what is healthy and what is wise. And so that's, where I'm headed. But the vaping is gone. I'm so thankful for that, because I could feel it affecting my health. So anyway, that's how I'm doing. As far as moving, we haven't had one showing on our house. And I haven't really been too concerned about that, because there was nowhere I wanted to go to. We know where we want to be, but there were no houses in that area that really would work for me, since I lost the one that in my mind was the perfect one. There's been nothing since that has even piqued my interest. Everything, either it's too expensive, because we want to get out of debt. That's why we want to do this, other than changing location. So it's either too expensive, or if it's cheaper, then it's just not going to work without a lot of renovating and whatever. Like my kitchen, I don't care really about the rest of the house so much. I am determined. I I want my kitchen the way I want it. And it's not going to be elaborate. It's not, I'm not looking for, some kind of celebrity. I just know what works for me and what I need in a kitchen. And I'm determined to have that. If this is going to be my forever home, then my kitchen, I do not want to have to fight with it. So, and I want what I want. And I'm pretty stuck on that. Now, having said that, I, in the last couple days, have found a place that looks good. Like, it all looks good in pictures, right? You have to really go see these things by yourself or for yourself. But it's the most potential I've seen in a long time. So that's kind of piqued my interest and made me, want to, it's such a bad time of year. Like, nothing looks good. It's either snow or mud or whatever, and the yard needs to be cleaned up again, and the house needs to be cleaned up again. And to be honest, like, I don't even know, I'm not going to keep doing this. Like, and it's hard to keep it show worthy with all the people that we have in and out of this house. So I'm 63. Like, I'm not going top to bottom every day or every week or even once a month. Like, I just don't have that energy. And if I do have that energy, it's not how I want to spend it. So I'm a little bit of a dilemma. I feel like I should get this cleaned up again, get everything organized. And the problem is we're storing so much stuff. Like, I have so much stuff that was my parents, and I mean, we have gone through it and we have gotten rid of things, and we have, the kids have been able to take things that they wanted, but these things that are left are sentimental and or things that I may or may not use depending on where we end up and how much room we have and all those question marks. And I'm not willing to get rid of all this stuff. Really, I'm not willing at all. But even if I was, I wouldn't do it now because I don't know what I'm going to need. I don't know what I'm going to have room for. I don't know anything. I don't know anything is really where this all boils down to. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know when I'm going. I don't know if I'm going. I have no clue. My job, my personality, I'm organized. I'm efficient. I am a recovering perfectionist. These kind of things, it's no wonder I drink. They are mega stressful for me. My living room is filled with packed boxes and other people's stuff, and like, I have to just not even look because it actually really stresses me out. So that's my life right now. But in the midst of the chaos, I am getting better. Well, good morning, everybody. I'm just coming on quick. I want to kind of wrap up the video from yesterday. I kept getting interrupted, and so it kind of got cut off at the end. And I mean, anyway, it's morning. It's just before getting dressed, before getting showered. You're getting the real deal here this morning. But I have a busy day, and I wanted to just come on and say, again, reiterate, I do feel like I'm getting better. And there are things I want to share with you as time goes on, just different thoughts I've had and things I've learned and thoughts to ponder. But I still feel I'm too much in the midst of the process to be able to coherently convey the things I've felt, and they're not really completed yet. So that will be coming down the road. And but I just want to thank everyone. Because, I don't know who all watches this. And I know there's people that I don't personally know that have subscribed, and that's great. I'm pleased. I love having new people. And maybe some of this video really doesn't make much sense to you because you've just come on looking for recipes or whatever. But I know a lot of people, like I said, I've been pretty open about the things I've been going through and the way I've been feeling and thinking. And so I know some people have been concerned because they've, asked me, am I okay? And how are things? So they're going much better. I don't have nailed down details on anything yet, other than I can see improvement and I feel more like myself. And, that alone brings some weird feelings because there's part of you that feels guilty for moving on and for it's weird. That's all I got. It's weird. This whole process has been probably the most bizarre time of my life, and it hasn't just been one thing. It's been everything. I mean, some things have been more prevalent than others, obviously. But I am getting better. It doesn't mean there's not still hard days. It doesn't mean there aren't tears. There are, whatever. Anyway, sorry. I could go on for so long about this because it's been such a intense, eye-opening, mind-boggling experience the last few years. So especially in the last year and a half. But anyway, things are moving forward. Life goes on, and I have to go on with it. And I still have a lot to be thankful for. And that doesn't negate at all the pain and everything and loss. It doesn't minimize that. And I hate when people, say, oh, well, yeah, but you have this and that. Yeah, I do. And I'm thankful for all of it. And the fact that I let myself grieve deeply is in no way indicative of any ungratefulness for the things that I have. You can be more than one thing at once. I can be grateful for the things I have and grieving for the things I've lost all at the same time, and so can you. But I just want to thank everybody for their care, their concern, and I'll keep you posted as things move forward. I feel like, maybe spring has put a little more spring in my step, but I'm feeling like things are going to start moving, and I don't know what that's going to look like. I'll keep you posted. Have a good day, guys. It's Friday here. I want to get this posted today, and enjoy your weekend. And thanks for hanging in there with me. I appreciate it. I love you guys.